Good morning. Welcome back to the channel, people. I am looking at gold. Gold has been good to me this last few days, and it looks like we've got some price action started really early in the morning. So there's a big dip in gold here. I am tempted just to buy it to try to catch it and ride it back up. But what I'm going to do is just wait a little bit, see if this momentum has slowed down, because I don't want to buy it here with large size and see it pull all the way against me. I want to see if it has slowed down and maybe wait for a break in structure. So I'm going to mark that up quickly and I'll show you what I'm looking for to look for the buy. Okay, so let's clean this up a bit. Mark out my key price points. So I had a quick look at news. There is no news today to justify this price action currently. It just dropped. Had a look, no indication at all what's going on. So there's something going on, but no information as yet. Here's the thing. I rely mainly on price action anyway. So this could be just dipping back to this price point here, this little flag here. This is the last major flag from yesterday's price action. So pulled down here, held there and broke up. So did this during the Asian session, I'll say. So essentially this could be just to wipe out all the liquidity that was generated there, dip into this price again to be bought from here and continue its uptrend. Up here is not a reversal. It's not a head and shoulders reversal. This is essentially just a pullback. There is nothing to the left of it. So there's no reason for me not to believe that this is going to go back up to get back up there. Question is, where do you get in from? You could just buy it here, leave a generous stop loss and try to catch it back up. Or you wait for some kind of structure to be broken to indicate this is a good place to enter and you can leave your stop loss underneath there. So that's what I'm looking for. I'm going to wait a little bit with the gold entry. I am in DAX already. I'm just trying to get underneath these lows. So if you were watching the stream yesterday, you saw what I was trying to do with DAX and FTSE. I was just trying to get price to fill this gap. So yesterday it was coming. I was in that trade. Remember, I caught it from up here. I was coming down. I did move to break even. So I took a scalp when it got about here and moved it to break even. And as you can see, it stopped me out when it come back later on that day. Now it's moving back down. I expect it to try to run this low because the structure I see is a flag and pole formation. So we had flag and pole going up. So pole, flag, pole, flag, pole, flag, creating higher lows and higher highs. Up here, it stopped doing that, right? Created lower highs from here, so it's now trending down. It's supposed to create another lower low by breaking this here. So that's what essentially is the read I got for DAX. I'm trying to get it to break this low. So you had the higher lows going up with the higher highs, reverses here. That's a Quasimodo head and shoulders reversal. So left shoulder, head, right shoulder, it's pushed down, broke the previous trend by creating this low, and it's pulled back in to eventually break out again to try continue the downtrend. I've marked out where I would like to see it get to. Whether it gets to there, I don't know. Probably gonna take partials here and then leave the runners, move to break even or something, leave the runners, and that's it. I'm gonna keep an eye on this one and keep an eye on gold for entry. Let me just check on the lower time frame if we got a breaking structure yet. So not yet. We've got equal lows, so it's a bit early. 1 minute before London session opens. Yeah, equal lows don't like that. let's see what happens in London session. So equal lows here, you can see it coming down to take those equal lows. So too early to jump in on gold. I'm going to wait for something a little bit more secure before I make a move on gold. Price point I would like to get in will be down here at 40.60. That's a key price point. So if it gets down there and slows down, I'm definitely looking for a trade here, and I'm going to try to take it back up. Alright, so I'm going to get ready to exit some of my position on DAX when it runs this low. Or not. Let's see what London session wants to do, if it's going to be aggressive straight away. Okay, looks like it's going to be one of those days. Had one of those days yesterday, just teasing a lot. So hoping we'll get some more price action today. I do believe there is a New York session today, so I was hoping to see more volume today. Okay. Take some of this off. Okay. So I'm going to try and manage my... Yeah, I'm moved to break even. I'm good there. I'm going to move to break even on this DAX 24, 26, 8. Okay, so it's a free trade. All right, so I'm just going to let the rest of it ride and see what we could do with this one. Keep an eye on it, may take some more sides off. So I want to see it down here. That'd be great. That's the read. And Euro looks bearish, obviously. Again, if you read the price action, we are still trending down. I said this could be a reversal. It pushed up here, created equal highs, which I expected it to go for yesterday. It didn't. It got all the way here. Tried to put in a buy signal here for me, but it didn't do anything. And it's pushed up. So maybe it could try again. I don't know. But right now it's not looking like a reversal. Looks like a continuation of a pole and flag going down, just trending down. So maybe these lows here get taken as well. It's a bit weird. Normally when you are selling, DAX is being bought. As you can see, DAX is dropping right now. I'm going to exit a bit more my position on DAX because I know this could come all the way back. I'm quite happy with what I got there. Yeah, leave the runner. What's up, William? Good morning. Have you started trading your phase two? I started yesterday. Started well. Off stream, I took a risky trade. It actually went to it went in my direction, and I had a lot of size on. So when it was coming against me, I panicked a bit, and I got out of the position and took a big loss, and then it just shot up to well, past my price point, the take profit I wanted. So I had to watch it go past me. That was on gold here. So I had the buy. If you was watching the stream yesterday, you would have saw I had the buy here, and eventually, no, it was down here actually. Eventually, it moved off, and you can see where it's sitting now today. I had to exit when it started doing this. It was just a small blip, but it was just, I think yesterday it just got to me. It was so slow. I was in here about 3 hours. It just moving like 1 or 2 points up, waiting for the breakout, just never came. Then got out of it, then it came, then got in with too much size. I got triggered yesterday. So today I'm actually trying to recover some of my loss. I've recovered most of it, but I'm still in drawdown. So I'm gonna work on being patient today and try to get back to the discipline where I was last week that got me where I am today. So yeah, phase two not starting well, but it's expected again. All the emotions after passing phase one in like 4 days, it's expected, I guess. I just need to now calm down, get back to only risking 1%. I mean, I started the stream saying I don't want to lose more than 1% per day, and I completely forgot that. So I need to get back to that, get back to my disciplined self, and I'll see opportunities like this easily. When I got that mindset, I'll see opportunities where I could put some size on, as long as I'm not trying to put size on everything. Basically, that's where I am. How's it going for you? I actually saw this gold trade selling off. I was considering jumping in for a sell, but this is counter trend, so essentially it's a pullback. So you don't know how far it's going to pull back, but it's gone a lot. So when it broke this candle up here, wait, let's just find that out. When it broke this candle, I was, wow, what's going on? I wanted to jump in, but I had a look at the price action, and there was no clear price action that indicated that this could be relied on. There was no reversal here or nothing on the lower time frame. It's just a straight drop. So that's why I believe this will come back eventually to fill this, because this isn't a reversal. Just need to find the entry. Could be aggressive and just take little positions here and wait for it to turn around. But after my bad day yesterday, I'm going to be patient, wait for breaking structure at least. Go mark out the H1s and look for a breaking structure in the H1. So what I want to see is this low being respected, then breaks that low, no, that high. I don't expect it to happen now, as I said, because we've got those equal lows here. So I expect it to get underneath there, and underneath here, maybe it could try it. I would like to see it at 40.60. At 40.60, I'll take a lot of small positions and then try to get back, maybe for a scalp. Hold it. If there's a breaking structure on the higher time frame, I'll just then continue holding it to try to get it back up. But right now, waiting. I need this to slow down. I need a breaking structure. DAX moving good. Let's see if FTSE broke through as well. FTSE's not yet. Potentially, there's an opportunity to jump in FTSE to try to get the same move that DAX has just done. Maybe DAX is leading the way on this charge. Let's see what it's looking like. gonna trail these H1s. Too early to move it yet. Keep it here for now. Break even. See if it wants to get down here. Actually mark that where I believe it's going to. Let me see if I could do that. Yeah, I did it on my phone. Okay, currently sitting here. It should find resistance there. Okay, we're there already, cool. If it breaks through this, well, okay. Well, basically at my TPs where I marked it out for. H1. Have a look. Okay, so we're currently sitting on this previous daily high as resistance. And then the next ones are down here where I just marked out. So if it gets underneath here, my TP should be down there. You can leave it just above. Probably won't hold it that long, to be honest. And you need a little bit more from this. Reason is, after taking this low, I can see it coming back, takes me out. So I'd like to see it push it a little bit further, then I'll take this off and I'll be happy with that trade. It's a scalp. I think the key move will be on gold today. Okay, looks like we're about to get a break in structure. So we've got structure here. So we've got pole, flag, pole, flags here. This is meant to pull out and beat this low. It hasn't done that. It's equaled it. I don't trust that, but it looks like it's going to break this previous high here now on the 5-minute chart. That'll be the first break in structure. It's not the one I want to see. I want to see, so this high here. That'll be the first break in structure. I want to see this one above here, this previous H1 broken. Then I'll be more confident in taking the trade to continue pushing up for the uptrend. Could be really aggressive. Just got in. I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna be patient today. Yeah, I heard about that Bitcoin crash. I think it was another tweet from Trump or something, right? So I heard about that. I had actually started looking at Bitcoin for the first time in a long time. Based on that, I thought, yeah, it's just manipulation. There's a drop, you buy the dip. Essentially, what looks like it's happening on gold. This is a drop. It's strong trend, just dropped a lot, and you buy the dip. But I don't know if there's actually some fundamentals behind this. Had a look, I couldn't find anything, so I'm just gonna wait and rely on price. That's the only thing. At least if I'm wrong, at least it's because it's based on something I am familiar with, rather than just a news reaction. So you're in on gold already? You caught it near the bottom. Nice. You caught it near the bottom so far. Well done. I really want to, but I need to be a bit more disciplined today. I was disciplined. I'm always disciplined on stream because I don't want to set bad examples. But off stream, I get bored. I need to find a hobby. I get bored and I jumped in off stream when I shouldn't have. I might buy this breaking structure though and leave a reasonable stop loss. Try to make sure I have enough space for wiggle. I'm gonna put some size on it, scalp initial, and then wait and maybe adjust my risk later. Bit of a risk, but like I said, I'm quite confident in the trend, and this isn't a reversal, so I expect this to come back a bit, and if it does, that's great. Need to keep an eye on it though. I haven't got my stop loss in yet. I'm gonna exit this position so it doesn't affect my goal position now. So closing my DAX. Okay, and 9. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep an eye on gold for now. So do you trade crypto often? And for a complete novice in crypto, what kind of lot allocation do you use? I'm just getting my head around gold right now. What kind of lot allocation would you use to get, say, like a 1% risk on crypto or so? Or medium risk, should I say? Or starting position, that's better. Starting position on crypto. So far, good entry on gold. It's pushing straight away. I'm in profit straight away. Let's hope it holds. It breaks that H1. If it breaks that H1, I'm holding this, yo. I'm holding this all the way back to the top there. If it breaks that H1, my stop loss is underneath there. I'm just gonna wait, make sure it's moving. And it doesn't want to dip again. My stop loss would be underneath this low here. It's still within trend. This is a flag, the last flag, major flag. It's pulled into it and it's pushing up for me. It's an equal low, don't like that, but in the trend it could hold. If it breaks this high here, it's gold. It's gold. All right, let me clean this up a bit. Really don't like those equal lows. I mean, the next price entry will be down here, and I don't like that. Let's see what my stop loss could look like. Bit risky. I'm gonna take some size off. Missed the opportunity. I'm gonna take some size off and then reduce my risk a bit. Wait a little bit. So I could leave a more generous stop loss, and then I could try hold it to the top. Let's see where I believe gold's getting to. Where do you think gold's getting to? I could see it at 411.8. Yeah, I could see it at 411.8. 411.8 being 411.8 being above here. Yeah, above here. 411.8. Would be good if it does that today. You are welcome. You are welcome. I actually starting to enjoy streaming. It gives me something to do. Like having the company as well. So yeah, and sharing ideas is always a good thing. So you are welcome. What are you looking at, Elma? What are you looking at? What are you trading today? Let's see what happened with that DAX move. Okay. So same point it was on the resistance. Let's see if it gets down there. Glad you know what? I was so strict on just sticking with euro, but it slowed down. It's just been choppy and it's not been moving. Had a tip from some of the experts saying, you know, indices move better. So I had a look at DAX and FTSE. As you can see, there's at least it's moving, you know, and gold, of course. So very happy about that discovery. This is just back and forth, sideways price action. Can't trade that. So it looks like gold is the one again. You know what gold could do? Help me end the year very strong. Yeah, I'm trading 5%. This is a 5% high stakes 100k challenge. This is phase 2. I can't say I've been trading it that long. I've been trading it since last week, Monday. This is phase 2 now. I started phase 2 this Monday. What 5% account are you trading? And what do you think is your main... What do you think is your main hurdle, obstacle, should I say? What's stopping you? Why are we still on? Why is it taking 4 months? Are you not leveraging enough? Are you not trading enough? Some people, I've seen this, it's like it doesn't, I don't think it happens to me. Some people get a bit scared of the market after taking multiple losses, so they just don't want to take any trades. That's a thing, so it can happen. Let me know. Maybe I have a solution based on my experience. I've only been trading 3 years, but I've been going at it hard. So I would say I've been able to pick up some things quite quickly. Share best practices and stuff, could do that. Tell you what not to do because I've done it. All right. So this gold trade is doing a lot for me. Still early. I'm going to hold it a little bit, should I say. I might close half of my position now. Half of my position I'm going to close because I am trying to get out of drawdown. I am now out of drawdown. Still got some size on gold, and I'm going to get my stop loss in. Still hasn't broken the H1 I want to see a break, but it's looking good so far, and I think it's best just to be cautious now. 40.90. Let's see. Risking about 2%. We better get this break a candle. Well, to be fair, I've made that this morning, so I'm okay. I made more than 2% today. Come on, God. Should we really reduce it? Let's see what TP looks like and make a decision. 41.80. Okay. So I only need to do 5%. 5,000. If I get this trade, I have finished this challenge. So is it worth the risk, people? What do you think? If I get this break, and I believe in what I'm seeing, which is a strong uptrend, and there's no news to justify this sell-off, and it's gone into a flag from the previous day where it started from, I believe it's going to get back up here. Do I hold it? This is a test of nerves, really. My main issue is the only main issue is this equal lows here. If it breaks this high, I'll be a little bit more relaxed, but I do have some size on this. Do you know what? Because I need to have 3 profitable days, I do not need to finish this all today. And that's the mistake I made yesterday. So I'm going to take half of this off, reduce my risk, and not gamble. So reducing my risk, risking 1.2, that's better, 1%, that's what I said. 1% today now on this trade, and if I win it, I could still make 3%, and that'll be better. Yeah, I can live with that. And today will just be my first profitable day, so I still need to trade for another 2 days. I don't need to finish it today. Yeah. 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 I've had some success trading funded accounts. I only trade funded accounts definitely on stream. The rest of my activities are like investments in property or index funds, which is a lot less riskier. In terms of success, yeah, I've had a few payouts today, not today, this year. So I'm being distracted. I need that break of candle, man. So I've had a few payouts this year. I've passed a few times hyper growth and the high stakes in the past. It can be, look, trading isn't straightforward. You're gonna have back and forth, like the market. You're gonna have some back and forth. Just need to learn through it. So I would say, okay, so your thing is taking these big losses, okay, the same as most people. I used to have like an 80% win rate, and I got that from taking lots of small scalps. But then I would take a big loss that put me back, and depending on how I react to that, I can either scalp my way back to it, or if I react to it by getting emotion and revenge trade, I lose the account. So that happens. It happens all the time. So the key is how you react to your losses. You know, and I mentioned this yesterday. Discipline is important, but the key, patience is important, but the key is mastering your emotions. It's a lot easier said than done. I am still working on it. There are things I have been doing that helps. I'll share that with you. So in terms of emotions, try to understand what you're feeling. So literally say it out. I'm feeling impatient. I'm bored today. Yesterday I should have did this. I'm bored. If you're bored, you need to address the boredom rather than what's going on in the market, right? So if it's a case of anger, I'm angry, I'm frustrated, you need to figure out why and find something to do. You need to be proactive about it. And before you make a decision, especially in any type of reaction to a situation, is probably going to be wrong. So I've been listening to a lot of Stoic videos. So one of the things I keep hearing a lot of times is just to pause. Okay, that's the key, to pause and think about what you're going to do now. Okay, I'm feeling frustrated. I've lost the trade. I want to take a trade. Why do I want to take a trade? Because I want to make it back. Okay, makes sense. Then just walk through your emotions. As you do that, you actually talk yourself out of it without talking yourself out of it. But what they say you shouldn't do is just try to avoid it, because that feeling doesn't get addressed and it will come back. So address the feelings. So frustration, address it. Boredom, address it. Lack of time because of work, it's not something I have a problem with, luckily. But to be honest, you're probably better off if you are working a 9 to 5 and you don't have so much time to trade. You're looking for quality setups. So what I would suggest is go to a higher time frames, mark out your key price points. If price comes there, take a small position. Yeah, take a small position there. manages risk. If you get some kind of confirmation using price as an indicator, you could take a second position and you just hold it. And then you could be patient. Set your profit target, be patient. You could just scalp it. You could leave runners and just be patient. And that will actually help you a lot more than people who are trading full time, because you got the problem where if you are doing your 9 to 5, you don't have enough time to trade, so you will over leverage, try to make every trade count. But for those who are trading full time, they overtrade, so they could take small positions, but they overtrade and they get addicted to that. So it's not easy, man. It's not easy. You just need to talk yourself through it, essentially figure out what you're doing wrong and have a word with yourself. And I would say, look, if most people, like the statistics say, most traders fail, 99% or whatever traders, 95% of traders fail. The same thing, because we're all humans and we have emotions. So if you could take that element out, it makes reading charts a lot easier. And also stay away from influencers. I don't see myself as an influencer, by the way. I'm just a guy trading. I'm really not selling you anything. I'm not trying to tell you how easy trading is. And I don't sell my lifestyle. Oh, decent lifestyle, but I don't sell it because I'm not trying to sell a course. So stay away from influencers. They will teach you a lot of bad practices that they don't actually do, and it's based on demo trading. So that messed me up for like 2 years. You know, why is everyone winning but me? And that frustrates you. You need to cut that out. So this has still got 30 minutes to move. I still don't like the fact that I have entered on a break even. And let's see, if I lose that, what does that look like? Should exit here. I'm gonna exit here. I believe in the read, but I just don't like my stop loss being on these equal loads. And if I take the loss, I lose about 1%. Not ideal. Let's see. I know what you're doing, William. You're just holding this, right? Got high conviction in gold. I'm gonna trust you guys. I'm gonna hold it. Well, for now, anyway. Yep. Summarize perfectly, Elmer. Address the feelings, man. So, for instance, I am feeling anxious because I haven't got that break in candle I so desperately want. And I want to get out of this position. Even though I believe in this trade, I'm worried I'm going to get stopped out first and I don't want to take a loss. Why? Because I'm a perfectionist. I'm very competitive. I do not like losing. And even though I've made, like I was in big drawdown yesterday, even though I made all of it back now, this little loss will bother me. And even if I took that loss, it doesn't hurt the account. I'm just back to break even on the count. I don't want to take a loss. So I could end up messing up the opportunity just based on who I am. Like if I was someone who was more carefree about, it's a win, it's a loss, it doesn't matter, it'd be a lot easier to hold. I'm glad I'm out of that DAX trade. It's not doing nothing. FTSE is actually pushing up. And it looks like Euro wants to continue its pole and flag formation going down. Again, I saw this breaking structure. I was with the boys, so it wasn't best place to take a trade. So you had the trend going up. It broke it on this candle, very aggressively, and it looks like it wants to continue. So that's it's semi head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, nothing down here. So I can see it continuing to break through and continuing its higher time frame trend, which is the lower highs here. And that would explain why these equal highs here is holding and it's not coming back for it. So that being said, maybe gold, these equal lows hold. Sometimes equal lows hold, especially on a strong trend. So I'm gonna be patient a bit. I just would like to be able to adjust my stop loss, then I'll be able to hold it. I could look to put it underneath this flag now that's just been created, but I know price could push in here before going again. So we had a trend here, pull and flag here. Here it fell to create a new low. Yeah, the continuation, and it broke this previous lower high. So this is definitely a breaking structure. A little reversal. Just needs it to get above here. So we've got M1 reversal, letter M5 breaking structure. We get the H1 breaking structure. We're looking at TP. And I'm going to check, I have a quick look on news to see if there is anything now that the market's awake and if there is any justification for this drop in gold. Okay. So you added in the gold trade, William. High conviction. I like that. Okay. Keeping it very tight. Yeah, see it. I would like to see my stop loss underneath here. There's no reason it doesn't tag me out. Right. We've got 22 minutes. We get this break instruction in 22, I'll be happy. What I may do is actually reduce my risk. Because if this dots me out, let's see. $12.22. Okay, just a little bit then. There you go. That's what I said, 1%. I'm going to hold this gold trade now. These equal highs could work out. Hold it at 1% risk, that's fine. If it stops me out there, I'll wait for gold to get to 40.60 and look for opportunity to buy there. Zoom out, you can see why. I was looking at it on the daily as well. So this is what I noticed last night. As you can see, strong trend. It pulls here, it flags and breaks, right? And we've got that all the way. So what I saw is once it's broken this this day here where it sold off, once it broke here, yeah, on this day, the following day is usually very bullish. So again, here, so it had a selling day, it broke it there, the following day, bullish. Here, had sell here, well, there's a sell here, but sell here in terms of a flag, it broke it there, the following day, bullish. Following next 2 days. So I just saw that last night and thought, okay, cool. That's a very easy read here. Sell here, these 2 days, broke it, the following day bullish. So that being said, where we are up here, sell here, broke it yesterday. That's why I got this price point marked out. The following day, bullish. 1 second, need to grab the door, we'll be back. But as you can see, following day bullish, I'm expecting a bullish day. Holding it. So I'm expecting a bullish day. Only problem is I could expect some kind of pullback. It's been bullish from a break point. So break here, following day bullish. So started from the break point, goes. So break here. This should have started from, well, this one started from here and it's gone. Okay, cool. So this one here, or even this one today, should be starting here at 40.60. That's my problem. That's why I said if it gets to 40.60, I'll be more. I'll buy 40.60 basically. So I would have expected this to had a pullback last night to get here and start moving up from there, but it's been very aggressive this morning. It has had a pullback, but it's pulled back just to yesterday's highs. If it holds here, that's great. It goes from here, that's great. If not, 40.60. Look for that buy at 40.60. Got 17 minutes left. I want to see this break of candle, previous high at 41.33 within this hour. If not, I may exit. Doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. A few minutes ago, yeah, but now, no. But the loss is now where I'm happy, which is 1%. Hold on, need to grab the door again. Back. Completely lost track of thought. Where was he? Yeah, I would like to see the break of candle previous break of candle within the next 15 minutes. That'll give me confidence that this is moving now and trying to get back up there. But if I do lose a trade, it's only 1%, which is what I'm happy to lose. And I just wait for 40.60 for the buy. Regardless, I'm ending the day green. Okay, there you go. Euro's finally moved, breaking that low, continuing its downtrend. Don't feel like I missed out. DAX is still sitting there. What's his moving? But not in the direction I would have thought. Yeah, I think there was news on FTSE, so that explains that. Yeah, I think by the time if it gets up to 41.40 gold, I'll be exiting before that US news as well. So I'll be happy anyway up here anyway, so I don't need to hold it all the way through. In terms of targets, I'm stepping away from the conventional risk to reward. I'm just now looking at it as I don't care too much about what I'm trying to do. I got it written down what I would like, but it depends on what the market gives you. And if you focus on trying to get what you want every single day, you may overtrade. So in terms of this account, yes, they stipulate 0.5 is considered a profitable day. So I try and make at least 0.5 in terms of the day. And what I'm trying to do is not set like my exit for this gold trade. There is no exit. I'm going to see how it plays out. If it gets up here and I'm quite happy with the profit, I'll take some of the sides off, leave a runner. So I need to be comfortable with the position. And that's what I'm working on recently. Just be comfortable with my trading and not to trigger myself emotionally. In terms of my risk, my maximum risk per day should be 1%. I don't want to lose more than 1% a day. And as you can see, this trade here started more than 1%. It was about 2%, but I reduced it. And now I'm comfortable. I need to be comfortable in my trade. So with this account, as you know, William, we've got maximum drawdown 10%, maximum daily 5%. I don't want to come anywhere near that again. I've already done that. I don't want to come anywhere near that. So I know if I could stick in the game, basically stick in the game long enough, I'm going to pass, because I get my reads right most of the time, more than 50% of the time, a lot higher usually, but more than 50% of the time. So as long as I don't lose more than I make, I will eventually pass. So my risk for today is 1%, and my trading session is going to end on potentially this trade. So if this comes against me, that's 1%. I'm done for the day. I did make a lot more, but because I was in drawdown, doesn't count for much. But my account is green again. So I could take that as a profitable day, bank that, then tomorrow come again. So that's the plan. Just sounds like winging it, but no, I'm just trying to be comfortable with trading, really. Like previously to this, I would trade on my phone. So as you can see, I sometimes look back on my phone. I get into trades, get out of trades. I would trade on my phone because I like the idea of making money on the go kind of thing. That attracted me to trading in the first place. But now what I'm creating now is having this routine, jumping on stream with you guys, and that's giving me structure. And with that structure, it's giving me discipline. With that discipline, it's creating patience. And all of that leads to emotional control. But there's a few more elements you need to add into it. And this is one of those things where I just focus on what I'm comfortable with doing. If I feel like I'm comfortable exiting now, I exit now. If I feel I'm comfortable with the stop loss, that's cool. If it's not, I need to address it. And that's where I am right now in my trading. After 3 years of doing the conventional, I used to do negative risk reward ratios. As you can see, I still do. It's just a part of my trading now. I could risk more than I'm willing to make, and I will adjust it where I see fit. But I'm just trying to limit it so that risk is not more than 1% on a trade. This is 1% on a trade. I'm going hard on this one, but it's because I've had a good morning so far. Even if I lose, it doesn't hurt too much. So giving it a negative risk reward ratio gives it a little bit more space to start moving your direction. That's how I played the FTSE trade yesterday. I'll show you that in a second. Let me just have a quick look at the market. That's how I played the FTSE trade yesterday, and I played this DAX trade. So I found my entry here, gave it about the previous daily high, stop loss, let it start moving, then I moved it down to my entry. So my entry was about here, then I moved it down to this H1 high because it's still respecting the previous ones, turn it down, and then I'm comfortable. So my risk to reward is based on the price action, essentially. All right, 9 minutes for gold. It's moving in the right direction. Looks like the read is right, even though these equal lows have me worried. If we break this, I'll be more confident that this high is going to get taken today, and this trade will be worth 3%. So if it gets up there, I will take size off and leave a runner. The reason I take size off after it breaks the highs is because it usually pulls back. I don't know if that pullback's going to come all the way and take me out or just sit me down here. And what I don't want to see is have all that profit, then it come down to like have 3,000 profit, holding it for 4, and it comes all the way down to $500. I can't do that. You know, I'm not a thrill seeker. I cannot do that. It doesn't matter how strong a conviction you are, you can end up being wrong. And I can't do that. If it's that much in profit, this is where I want to see it. That's the initial read. When it gets out there, I'm taking some size off, and then I can leave a runner, move to break even. That way I don't have to check, like spend the whole day checking my phone, which then just creates a roller coaster of emotions throughout the day, which is what happened yesterday. I ended up over trading. Don't want to do that today. Yeah, I used to overtrade on my phone. I used to trade like it was a game, but you know they've done that deliberately. They made trading like a game, so it's more addictive as well. You got gambling, which is addictive. Then you got mobile games, which is addictive, and you got your phone, which is addictive. Put all of that in trading, it's just like you ain't got a chance, especially if you got one of those personalities. Took me a while. I had to step back. Took me a while to overcome that. Going from like 50 trades a day to one a day just took me a while. But I'm here now. I reduced my amounts of trades. I think I've took a sell on gold, no, a buy on gold today, a sell on DAX, and we've got this buy on gold today. So 3 trades. I mean, I could even count my trades now. Before, couldn't count my trades. I had to check my P&L. And come on, this isn't looking great. 6 minutes left. I would prefer a candle to close above this high and then bullish run. Right, H1, keep an eye on it. If this high is not taken, I will adjust my stop loss to here to see if the next H1 respects this low and continues its trend up. Well, I could adjust my stop loss now, so I will do so. So I'll reduce my risk at 0.6 now. For this to be a reversal of this price action, this last low should be respected. If the price comes and breaks it, then I'll be more inclined to believe that these equal lows are going to get taken out. Most trends, H1, as you can see, just respects the previous. Strong trends just respect the previous H1. Even here where it almost broke, it held and then pushes up. Here, end of the session, no volume, so that's why that dropped. As again, look, it held all the way up. So only when it broke here, it came down. So if it's continuing down, it needs to break this low here. And that's 0.6 loss, and I'm okay with that. Good day today. Yeah, that's fine. Where is my toolbar? Okay. For those who are just joining the stream, I am trading this prop firm challenge, high stakes, 100k account by the fifers, and this is phase 2. So I passed phase 1 last week Thursday, started phase 2 yesterday, and gonna try spend, I like to say 10 days on this. Yeah, 10 days, 2 weeks on this to make 5% to hit the profit target, and then I should get the funded account. That's the plan. If you are trading with prop firms, let me know what prop firms you are using, if they're any good. So far, 5%ers have been very decent to me. I haven't heard any scandals from them not making payouts. I haven't had any issue with my payouts. They've been decent. I don't trust prop firms in general, but they've been decent. No issues with them at all. Okay, come on. We've got 2 minutes. Doesn't look like we're getting the breaking candle. Not great, but the next H1 could break this high that's been created and continue. That still works for me. But this low, it needs to be respected. If not, 0.6 loss on this trade. I think I took some already though, didn't I? I took some size off. Yeah. U6. Yeah, still a profitable trade. Took 13 already. Got lose 6. Still got a little bit more than 6. Quick maths. Okay. It's funny. Was looking at this last week. I did say I could see it getting down underneath these lows here. It's made it there. I would say underneath this low here is the next destination, and from then I would not be holding a sell. I'll be looking for buyers underneath here. But it's a big imbalance, big inefficiency. May just spend the next week or two just trying to close all of this down. We'll see. Gold is moving. Did it do it within that H1? Let's check. No, it didn't. So I'm still skeptical. At least it's moving. So regards into Euro, still selling, still holding its downtrend. Just could clean this up a little bit. Maybe you could see the trade feature. I'm not gonna jump in the sell for there. Don't need to be greedy. Okay. Just mapping out the structure, where it's being sold from, and where's the next destination. So it should then take 15.39.9 and then possibly drive, possibly hold there, but eventually maybe tomorrow after hours it takes 15.29 and then maybe there's a reversal down here for buy to take it back to 15.51. Still need that break, gold. Still need that break. Break of this 41.33 for gold would be a clear indication for me that it's pushing up, that this trend has been reversed. I mean, it was all consumed anyway, so pulled, flag, tap back in, pulled out, tap back in, pulled out, tap back in, should pull out from here, hasn't. So this is where it changed its structure. That's why my stop loss is there. I want to see it now push up, continue breaking this previous trend it had, break this high, then go for this high, and up here there's nothing. But as soon as it gets to 41.55, I would expect some kind of pullback. Maybe that could be a second entry, then eventually drive up to beat this high. Because this is not a reverse up here. There is no left shoulder. You could call that left shoulder, but there's no right shoulder. So it's incomplete unless it comes up there to be sold as a right shoulder. I don't see it. This doesn't look like a traditional head from a reversal, so maybe it's just a pullback. And if that's the case, looking to run it. But up here, yeah, I can see it selling. So maybe I take some size off there as well. So I'll be quite happy with that. What does that look like? So 2%, if I get to 41.55, might take like half of my position, keep 1%, then leave the rest of the ride. If it gets up there. Still need to break the structure, still need to respect the slow, and it could still take 2 or 3 hours. No news at this time, so don't expect it to be moving too quick. Okay. Tempted to sell FTSE. It needs to catch up to this. You have to see where's breaking structure from. So as you can see, if you go to the left here, you see there's a key price point that pushed it up here. This one here. Yeah, this one here. You try to use that support to go up and broke it down here. Now it's using a support to go down. So if it breaks this low here, there's an argument for a sell to try run this low at 30 93.62. That will put it in line with what DAX has done so far. So FTSE just moving slow, maybe it catches up later. So potentially a trade on FTSE as well. So that will make this the previous high. This pulls down, this flags up, then breaks it down. And that will be entry there at 33.99. And then stop loss up just above at 94.30. So I may take a position here if it breaks this, try to fill the remaining gap here. I'll keep an eye on it. See what it looks like. Yeah. So this could have been looked at as a potential reversal here, but the structure pulls up here, needs to respect this low. As you can see, just playing around with it. If it does break it, then it should take this low, continue pushing down, which is the opposite of what's happening on gold. Same price action everywhere. You just need to have a look on the higher time frame and then work your way down. So we had the trend going down, broke the structures, pushing back up, breaks this high. I'm inclined to believe it goes further. So potentially a trade on FTSE. Yep. You and me both, William. I hope it breaks through as well. Every reason to believe it does. And if it does, it means it was a great buying opportunity for anyone who's been trying to catch this trend. Had a big dip, buy here, try to get back up. That's great. 3% on this one trade, that would be good. Had a lot more size on that, but wasn't comfortable with the risk. Had to adjust it. So as it moves up, I will trail it using the H1 lows, because as it's a trend, I don't want to see it break the previous H1s. There we go, we've got some price action. It's about to break that range. I'll trail it using the previous H1s, try to get above there, get up here, take some size off, leave the runner. That's the plan for gold. And then hold it to infinity. Wish I could do that. I say that, but I could never hold it because it's always in the back of my mind. Can't do nothing else during the day. Trying to have a quiet day today. Could close this and be 2% up on the account. Tempting. If I get another 0.5, maybe. Steady progress. That's what we want. I'm going to leave FTSE alone. It's just not moving. And my gold trade is. So I'm not going to do anything to mess up that trade. But it's a new H1. FTSE should break this low and then fill this gap and try to catch up to DAX, which is all the way down here. So big inefficiency in DAX, mentioned it yesterday. And down here, that low has been taken. So FTSE so DAX went up, came back down, right? Then came up again. So it didn't do nothing yesterday and got sold today, right? FTSE did the same thing. Went up, came down, came back up, and got sold. The only thing it hasn't done is break this low. So that's why I believe it's gonna, if it breaks this low, that'll be an indication to sell and try to get it under this low. Problem is the stop loss. You can have it above here, but that's the daily high that's been respected, as you can see the previous days, and that's the real trend, the previous day high. Yeah, pole, flag, big pole, this is a flag, this high just respected, and then flag out again. That's a structure that needs to be maintained to continue this current downtrend on FTSE and DAX. As you can see, just tagged previous day high, but still continued down. Just clean this up just in case I come back to it. Gold is moving. I know you're happy about that, William. Anyone else in the chat in gold? Or are you looking at something else? Gold seems to be the one today though. It's been the one for the last few days, to be fair. Very easy trend to read, to jump in, stop loss, respected. Gold has been the one this month so far. Okay, wishing I had more size on this. I don't need to be greedy. Still need 2 more profitable days anyway. Yeah. Did you not leave a runner, Elmer? I don't blame you for closing it, man. Especially in the situation you may currently still be in. I don't blame you taking small profits where you can. But this one maybe should have left the runner. Move to break even. Like what I tend to do is put some size on, let it start moving, take some size off, and then look for where to place my stop loss, then adjust it to break even. So at least I know I've taken something. I've taken at least a scalp worth of price action. Okay, 2.5 on the account. So far, the read's been absolutely right. There is no reason for me to do anything. I'm going to get to 41.55 or shy of that, and then maybe take something off there because I could see it coming back down. How far down, I don't know. So that's why I want to take some off there. I'll be comfortable, happy with that as a win today. This is 1.2 so far. Very good trade. Yeah, runners, I mean, it depends on how you trade. If you're trading for long positions, like in a trend like this, leave runners. So I'll say this: if you are trading when an instrument that's got a strong trend, leave a runner. If you are trading something that's been consolidating on a higher time frame, if you have zoom out, you see it's consolidation, pointless to run. It's going to come back and take you out. So just scalp it and be happy with what you've got. I've been leaving runners for this because it's on a strong trend. And how you know it's on a strong trend? Zoom out, go to the daily, have a look. This is a strong daily trend. Leave a runner. This is not a strong daily trend. Get out whenever you're happy to get out. Look, this is consolidation on a daily basis. It means it goes back and forth, back and forth. Any break even or runners you left, it probably gets stopped out. Not a strong daily trend. So yeah, leave a runner for strong daily trends. H1 trends, I think we'll do it as well. But this is so strong, very clear. Leave a runner. Never know where it take you to. I mean, I've learned that from this last week or so. Had the trade here somewhere. If I left the runner, I would have done that. And I think I did it down there as well. Yeah, I did it down there somewhere. Can't remember if that was Thursday though. And I still got this marked out. This is my entry, I think, from last week, Tuesday. Down here. Similar to this setup, I waited for the breaking structure, but I got the breaking structure within the next hourly candle, if you can see that down there. I got out when it started coming back on this candle here. If I left the runner, that's, you know, up here, I don't know, 400 points on gold. Is it 400? Yeah, 400 points of gold. Luckily, I had passed the phase one here, so that runner wouldn't be useful. But yeah, leave runners on a strong trend. Okay. But see, did not break it. I'm glad I didn't jump in. And as you can see, I haven't got any indicators. Price is the only indicator. I need to see it do what it normally does. That's the structure. And if it's not doing that, just wait. Just wait. Normally, it will go up here, creating a flag and pull out. It hasn't done that, so there's no entry yet. And I don't need the best entry. I just need a entry I'm comfortable with, and that's usually based on some price action. Okay, I think gold has had a nice drive. It may slow down here and come back a bit. Do I want to take this? I do want to take some more. I wanted to wait for 41.55, but I may take it a little bit earlier than leave the remaining half of my position. Let me just do some quick maths and make a decision. 1, 4, 6, 1, 8. I want 8 from this at least. That'll leave me on 2% on the account, which will be good. And leave the runner. Mm, 400 left. Yeah. So I'm going to take some size off on this gold trade. One about 35. Maybe early, but I don't want it to come back, and I'm not going to be streaming too long today either, so at least this way you get to see. Wait, where's the trade history? See my entries. Yeah, I did say I had the trade for the morning. Check this out. I had a trade for the morning. So as I showed you what I saw structurally on the higher time frame, I was expecting a bullish day today. So I got in really early, people. Took it all the way up here and started sizing out. and luckily I sized that just before this drop. So got out of here, saw the drop, started close that position, and it came all the way back to the entry. So that's like I said, this is a counter trend move here. It's come back. I could expect it to come back again. So I sized out, didn't sell it because I don't trust it, and because I don't trust it, I'm going in the opposite direction when I had the break-in structure here. So that's the two trades. There was a buy on gold early hours. Don't know how many points that is. I don't count points anymore. But that's about sizable. I don't know, 41 points on gold. About 41 points on gold this morning. Then I got this trade here. So it's been a good day. Don't need to do too much. Let's see if I can move into profit a bit more. It's a bit early. I could probably move to break even. So I would like to see it under this H1, but we've still got like 40 minutes for this H1 to finish doing what it's doing. Under here, I'm in profit, but it could come back here. So I should wait. Let me see what that looks like on M5. So M5, it's this low down here. I want it to be respected, but this could come back to here. It could come back to 41.27, and that's why I took some off. Don't want to see it come back all the way here. For this trend to hold, it should go and respect this low here, which is the H1 low. It's a bit early to move it there. But as I've already taken size off, I'm just going to move it there. I'm going to leave it there. I'm in profit. I'm going to leave it in profit. I should leave it to break even to give it more space. Yeah, and I think I will do that. Let me see. P&L. P&L says you have made 2% on day 2. You are good. The extra $100 is not going to do anything for you. And you want to stay in this trade, so break even, giving it more space. Okay. So yeah, that's the plan now. I'm going to see if I could get these highs through this day. I'm going to hold it until then. Make it another 1%. So I'll be 3% up on account. If it doesn't take me out, let me check that's correct. Yeah, that'll be 3% up on account if it doesn't take me out, leaving me with 2 to do, and I still have 2 profitable days that I need to achieve. So very happy exiting there. I'm happy with it to go and do its thing, and if it does its thing, great. I'll exit some size there, still leave the runner and see what the runner wants to do. Then come back tomorrow, see how to play it. Go have a quick look at the other options today and see if there's anything I want to do here. I'm not touching this. I still think it pushes down, but as you can see, it's very slow on the daily. It's not moving far at all. And I'm not touching this because this is not doing what it's supposed to be doing at all. FTSE. And it could be a sell on DAX, but again, it's been selling all morning. Does it continue or does it break structure here? So I don't think I'm going to be entering any trades there either. Underneath this low, it could be reverse and start coming up. And maybe that's what FTSE is trying to do here. Underneath this low, reverse and come up, because it has changed structure here. Yeah, breaking this highs, broke structure, so maybe these highs are next. I expected it to fill this gap completely, but it doesn't seem to want to do that today. So nothing really tempted me. I think I'm coming to the end of my session because all I've got now is to hold that gold trade, and that could take another 2 or 3 hours. People, I think I'm going to call it here. And I believe I'm here tomorrow. I do have a project planned to get started sometime soon, a refurb on the property. So I may be busy, but I do believe I'm here tomorrow. If I don't go to see the property tomorrow, I will be here streaming again. And just same more. Gold's been very good. If you are trading gold, try to keep an eye on the H1 time frames, higher time frame. Try to catch the trend and then just let it run. If you are trading prop firms, key thing is not to over leverage, not to over trade. Be patient. Eventually, if you find the good habits, eventually you will get there. Time is on your side, as there's no restrictions with certain prop firms like 5%ers. So be patient. Easier said than done, but if you want to be a successful trader, you need to be able to master that impulse of not jumping into trades and not over trading as well, which is something I'm going to work on now. By stopping trading now, no more trades today. As soon as I close the laptop, I am done trading today. I will keep an eye on this trade to try exit at the top. That's the plan. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to leave a like on the stream so others can see this, and I keep on getting these streams out to you guys, as well as the videos with the recaps and stuff like that. And yeah, we'll keep moving forward. Sharing ideas, sharing information is the way forward. This is Patrick signing out. Until next time, peace.